I never imagined I would ever become a magician. I was not looking for magic. Magic found me. Magic is a powerful form of communication. It has influenced everything in my life, my decisions, my relationship, and the way I look at the world. Today, this is why I design technology for events and trainings. I understood that magic relies on two things: daring, taking risks, sharing, connecting to others. And when these two things come together, magic happens. And today, I want to help each of you dare and share to become more of who you are. We all have maps inside our head. It makes us who we are. Oops, let me show you my map. Well, stop, I'm not that insane. Everyone has a different map. Everyone has a different DNA. And this is the DNA of a rabbit. That's old school magic. Magic has not always been on my map. And I want to tell you how it found me. I was 8 years old at a summer camp, and I was chosen, let's say forced, to be a magician of the clothing show. I had to throw a knife at a girl standing in front of a board. I was terrified. She was even more. But I remember for the first time of my life, I had to dare. Well, okay, the knives were cardboard, and somebody was hidden behind the wall to make them stick. But it was amazing. I was on a stage, on a huge stage, in front of at least 10 people. It could have been the beginning of my career as a magician, or the end. But she survived. And magic knocked on the door again. I was 15 years old at the conservatory, and my clarinet teacher was spending half of the lesson to show me magic tricks, and he was sharing that for 8 years. I didn't care about magic. I care about music. Magic this time had to bang on my door at university. My math teacher, yes, another teacher. He completely amazed me. He put his thumb through his ear. Do you want to see that? Okay, camera, come closer. Oh. I know it's gross. But I realized the power of magic. I became obsessed with it. I spent all my time studying, training, watching tricks. I was addicted. Finally, magic has found me. I gave up my studies. It was the decisions of a lifetime. Can you imagine making these decisions? Can you imagine telling your mom, sorry, mom? But telling my mom was not as scary as entering a career path where everything is unknown to me. No university, no job posting, no Dumbledore. Harry Potter is a lie. So I had to ask myself, how do I dare to become a magician? I had to create a new map and explore this unknown territory. I had to train some parrots to do some magic tricks. I had to pickpocket people. I lost my head, but not my brain. I had to put knives through my arms. No, they were not cardboard. And I had to pickpocket watches, wallet. No, don't worry, sir. I didn't take yours. I stole his. After 5 years performing on TV, one experience marked my life forever. Let me show you that. I was testing the limits, not of gravity, but of myself. How far would you go to reach the impossible? During this very dangerous experience, I almost fainted, almost fell, almost quit. But for me, magic is either a daring adventure or nothing. And I chose to dare. And something magical happened. I created intense emotions, both in myself and in others. Magic has the power to create emotions. Magic has the power to transform them. Magic has the power to make them real. Let me show you how. One day, I got a call from a marketing agency. They wanted to use magic as a tool of communication to promote a cheese in supermarket. Cheese like Roquefort, Camembert. Please don't laugh. You don't mess with cheese in France. But my first meeting with the CEO of the cheese company was not a piece of cheesecake. He was reluctant to use magic. Do you know how many tons of cheese do we have to sell to pay for one magician? He said. This guy was tough. His map was closed. I couldn't feel any emotions. I became nervous. He became nervous. The cheese became nervous. I had to surprise him big time. Interrupt his thinking, disrupt his map. I built up my courage, and I make a cheese out of nowhere. The guy was stunned. He was completely amazed. He completely changed, and he smiled. He went from, I don't care about you, to, will you marry me? Magic broke into his map. I was able to reach his emotion. But don't get me wrong. You don't need to be a magician to do that. Because humans flourish through emotions, through connections. So how far are you willing to go to open yourselves up? How far are you willing to go? How far are you willing to connect with others? Because when you show more of who you are, this is your magic. I then realized that magic has the power to transform people and businesses as well. One of my partners, the French Tennis Open, came to me with a new challenge. Vincent, we love your magic, but can you make something more modern, more incredible, more impossible? Impossible like a French player winning the French Open? At this time, nothing was on my map, and no one was doing magic with technology. It was nowhere on the map, it was nowhere on my map, and I saw an opportunity. But I had no idea how to do it. However, as a magician, I had one thing on my map, a secret. The magician's motto. Would you like to know the secret? Yeah. The secret is, imagine the impossible first, then and only then, look for the how. Always start by envisioning the impossible. And when you do that, you are just a step away from the answers. Which impossible ideas are somewhere in your heart? And how can you make them happen? Because guess what? Not possible is not an option. That's my secret. And it can be yours. After the French Open, I created my tech company. To help businesses digitally transform. And this became my map. My first reflex as a CEO was to completely erase my background. I was ashamed about magic. I was afraid about the image of magic. I didn't want anybody to know I was a magician. I wanted to be credible as a tech entrepreneur. My business was really growing fast, and I was focusing on it and erasing one of the most important things on my map. Then one day, I saw something that woke me up. I realized I was closed into my world, the tech world. I was not sharing who I was anymore. I was denying the little spark that has created everything around me. Have you ever tried to hide a part of yourself? So I decided to fuse the maps and embrace the magic again. Magic is now the DNA of my company. I taught every employee a magic tricks. And believe me, it was easier with the parrot. You all have this power to put your personality into everything that you do. And I want to ask you to dare and share to become more of who you are. Let me show you something.
I am a magician, a clarinet player, a lover of the parrots, a risk taker, a tech illusionist, an entrepreneur. Who will I be tomorrow? The possibilities are limitless. And I am already exploring other territories. Because a map that does not change is worthless.
Find your magic. Dare to change your map. Share with others. Magic is out there, looking for you. It found me, and it can find you too. Thank you.